Good morning, everyone. So, this is for those people who are sick and tired of QuickBooks and need another way, especially if you're just a small business or a one person business, or you just want to better track your income and invoicing and so on and so forth. Now, this is not a sponsorship, this is just who I use, and I've used them for almost a decade now. Anyways, it's wavesapp.com. It is free to use. There are some things that you have to pay for though, but we'll get into that a little bit. So you just go here and you create an account. Now I created a blank account because I didn't want to show you all of my financials. But when you get to Waves and you get signed in, you get, a dashboard that tells you, your cash flow, um, your profit and losses for the month, your who owes you and what you owe. And then you get into your monthly income and expenses and so on and so forth. This is just your dashboard. Um, then you get into sales. Let's go over to the sales tabs here. You can generate invoices, estimates, reoccurring bills, which is really nice if you have customers or clients that you have to rebill automatically every month, every year, whatever. Checkouts, this is where it will work for emails, but it'll also work for websites. If you have ever been to any of my stuff, you see how that works. Payments, this is where you're taking in payments. Well, your payments here in this particular case is when someone pays you with a credit card or a debit card, or they do an e-check. This is where it tells you about what you received and how it gets sent to your bank account. So customer statements, customers, products and services. This is probably the first thing you will set up on Waves is your products and services, what you sell, what you provide, and the rates. Purchases. This is basically exactly what it is. You're going to put your vendors in and you're going to create your bills. What products and services do you buy in relationship to what you sell? Accounting is going to be basically your general journal. If you don't know what a general journal is, ask someone who at least does a little bit of bookkeeping. They can help you. You got to do your chart of accounts and your reconciliations. Banking is going to be when you do get paid out. If someone pays you today, it will be a couple of days before you see it actually hit your bank account. You can pay a fee to reverse a payment through your debit card, so you get it instantly. But there's a fee associated with that, just like if they're taking payments for you. There's a fee associated with that. Like I said, 90%, 95% of this is free, but this is how they make money: processing your credit card payments, processing your check payments, and if you want to cash out faster, there's a fee for that. So this is what the banking connected accounts and payouts is for. If you need insurance, obviously they are affiliated with many, many groups. Payroll, if you have employees, you can do payroll through Waves app. It is not free. Let me give you a warning to that now. There is one that is fully automated. You pay more for that. There is one that you do most of the work and then they just go from there for direct deposit and so on and so forth. Reports. This is going to be your P&L, profit and loss statement. Net income, if that's what you're an older person, you might know it as. This is your balance sheets and so on and so forth. Tax filings. This is going to be your 1099s for your vendors, your W-2s for your employees. All of this is all wrapped up. And I think they're under the tax filing, there's some fees associated there too. But overall, basic everyday function, this is free. You email an invoice to a customer or a client. If they choose to pay online, then obviously there's a fee associated with you. If not, they can mail you a check. There's no fee for that. So again, this is free to use. Anyone can use it. Um, when they do validate your bank account so they can do the direct deposits to you, it is two small little deposits in, one deposit out, equaling what the two is. They will ask you that you enter those numbers, deposits in the order in which they were received. That's how they validate your account. Um, then you can put your debit card in there that it's tied to that, and that way they can do the instant pay for you. It worked quite nice. Well, like I said, this is a really good program. I've used it for a decade. Um, I can't say that I've ever. The only thing this can't do that something like QuickBooks or Sage Accounting can do is inventory tracking. So if you have an inventory, like my neighbor across the street has inventory, um, obviously then, this may not work for you, or you may work it in tangent with a spreadsheet. And that's where there's this integration down here where you can tie in like Google Drive's spreadsheets, or you could tie in CMR programs and stuff like that. There are literally hundreds of things that will tie in with Waves. So it's nice in that regard. And like I said, 90% of this is free. And if you never wanted to take credit cards through here, like we have PayPal for doing our credit card processing. Um, so, for credit cards in person, it's 2.7% for me to do it through PayPal in person versus running it through an invoice. So kind of weigh your odds there. But yeah, this is a nice little thing to do. Like I said, so if you need this Waves app, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything unless you activate some of the other fancy stuff that you might need. Like I said, and the thing it can't do is inventory. Um, but you can do that if you don't have a big inventory. Like I do not have a big inventory. I probably have like 13 or 14 computers for sale at any given time. Maybe 30 or 40 different pieces and parts that go in computers, inks and toners. I don't have a big inventory, so I can manage it in a spreadsheet or so on and so forth. I'm not a big store in that regards. I do more service than I do sales. So that's why it works for me. Hopefully take a look at this, see if it will work for you. I know I got one other client who is currently using it after I introduced it to them when they started their business. She absolutely loves it. And so it works for them. It may work for you. Anyways, that was it. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.